We'll try to finish this up. Numbers 33. These are the journeys of the sons of Israel, by which they came out of the land of Egypt by their names, under the leadership of Moses and Aaron. Moses recorded their starting places according to their journeys by the command of the Lord. And these are the journeys according to their starting places. Now they journeyed from Ramses in the first month, on the 15th day of the month, on the day after the Passover of the sons of Israel started out boldly in the sight of all the Egyptians. While the Egyptians were burying all their firstborn, whom the Lord had fatally struck among them, the Lord also executed judgments against their gods. Then the sons of Israel journeyed from Ramses and camped in Succoth. They journeyed from Succoth and they camped in Etham, which is on the edge of the wilderness. Then they journeyed from Etham and turned back to Pi-Hiroth, which faces Baal-Zephon, and they camped before Migdol. They journeyed from Pi-Hiroth and passed through the midst of the sea to the wilderness. And they went 3 days' journey in the wilderness to Etham and camped at Marah. They journeyed from Marah and came to Elim, and in Elim there were 12 springs of water and 70 palm trees, and they camped there. They journeyed from Elim and camped by the Red Sea, and they journeyed from the Red Sea and camped in the wilderness of Sin. They journeyed from the wilderness of Sin and camped at Dophkah. They journeyed from Dophkah and camped at Alush, and they journeyed from Alush and camped at Rephidim. Now it was there that the people had no water to drink, and they journeyed from Rephidim and camped in the wilderness of Sinai. They journeyed from the wilderness of Sinai and camped at Kibroth Hattaavah. They journeyed from Kibroth Hattaavah and camped at Hazeroth. They journeyed from Hazeroth and camped at Rithmah. They journeyed from Rithmah and camped at Rimmon Perez. They journeyed from Rimmon Perez and camped at Libnah. They journeyed from Libnah and camped at Rissah. They journeyed from Rissah and camped in Keheletha. They journeyed from Keheletha and camped at Mount Sephir. They journeyed from Mount Sephir and camped at Haradah. They journeyed from Haradah and camped at Mekaloth. They journeyed from Mekaloth and camped at Tahath. They journeyed from Tahath and camped at Terah. They journeyed from Terah and camped at Mithkah. They journeyed from Mithkah and camped at Hashmanah. They journeyed from Hashmanah and camped at Masaroth. They journeyed from Masaroth and camped at Bein Jeken. They journeyed from Bein Jeken and camped at Hor Haggidgad. I'm really messing that one up. They journeyed from Ben Jakan and camped at Hor Haggidgad. They journeyed from Hor Haggidgad and camped at Jothbatha. They journeyed from Jothbatha and camped at Abnerah, and journeyed from Abnerah and camped at Ezion Geber. They journeyed from Ezion Geber and camped in the wilderness of Zin, that is Kadesh. They journeyed from Kadesh and camped at Mount Hor at the edge of the land of Edom. Then Aaron the priest went up to Mount Hor at the command of the Lord and died there in the 40th year after the sons of Israel had come from the land of Egypt, on the first day in the 5th month. Aaron was 123 years old when he died on Mount Hor. Now the Canaanite, the king of Arad, who lived in the Negev in the land of Canaan, heard about the coming of the sons of Israel. Then they journeyed from Mount Hor and camped at Zalmanah. They journeyed from Zalmanah and camped at Punon. They journeyed from Punon and camped at Oboth. They journeyed from Oboth and camped at Abiram at the border of Moab. They journeyed from Ayim and camped at Dibon Gad. They journeyed from Dibon Gad and camped at Almon Diblathaim. They journeyed from Almon Diblathaim and camped in the mountains of Abiram, before Nebo. They journeyed from the mountains of Abiram and camped in the plains of Moab, by the Jordan opposite Jericho. They camped by the Jordan from Beth Jeshimoth as far as Abel Shittim in the plains of Moab. Then the Lord spoke to Moses in the plains of Moab by the Jordan opposite Jericho, saying, Speak to the sons of Israel and say to them, When you cross the Jordan into the land of Canaan, you shall drive out all the inhabitants of the land from you and destroy all their idolatrous sculptures, destroy all their cast metal images, and eliminate all their high places. And you shall take possession of the land and live in it, for I have given the land to you to possess it. You shall maintain the land as an inheritance by lot according to your families. To the larger you shall give more, to the smaller you shall give less. Wherever the lot falls to anyone, that shall be his. You shall pass on land as an inheritance according to the tribes of your fathers. But if you do not drive out the inhabitants of the land from you, then it will come about that those whom you let remain of them will be like thorns in your eyes and like pricks in your sides. And they will trouble you in the land in which you live, just as I plan to do to them, I will do to you. Numbers 34. So don't wrong God, or he'll treat you like the ones that you're giving the land to. 34. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Command the sons of Israel, and say to them, When you enter the land of Canaan, this is the land that shall fall to you as an inheritance. That is, the land of Canaan according to its borders. Your southern region shall extend from the wilderness of Zin, along the side of Edom, and your southern border shall extend from the end of the Salt Sea eastward. Then your border shall change direction from the south to the ascent of Akrabim, and continue to Zin, and its termination shall be to the south of Kadesh Barnea, and it shall reach Hazeradar to continue to Asmon. Then the border shall change direction from Asmon to the brook of Egypt, and its termination shall be at the sea. As for the western border, you shall have the great sea, that is, its coastline. This shall be your western border, and this shall be your northern border. You shall draw your boundary from the great sea to Mount Hor. You shall draw a boundary from Mount Hor to the Lebo Hamath, and the termination of the border shall be at Zedad. And the border shall proceed at Ziphron, and its termination shall be at Hezer Anon. This shall be your northern border. For your eastern border you shall also draw a boundary from Hezer Anon to Shaphem, and the border shall go down from Shaphem to Riblah on the east side of Ain. And the border shall go down and reach to the slope on the east side of the sea of Chinnereth. And the border shall go down to the Jordan, and its termination shall be at the Salt Sea. This shall be your land according to its borders on all sides. So Moses commanded the sons of Israel, saying, This is the land that you are to possess by lot, which the Lord has commanded to give to the 9.5 tribes. For the tribe of the sons of Reuben have received theirs according to their fathers' households, and the tribe of the sons of Gad according to their fathers' households, and the half tribe of Manasseh have received their possession. The 2.5 tribes have received their possessions across the Jordan opposite Jericho, eastward toward the sunrise. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, These are the names of the men who shall assign the land to you as an inheritance: Eleazar the priest, and Joshua the son of Nun. And you shall take one leader of each tribe to assign the land as an inheritance. These are the names of the men. Of the tribe of Judah, Caleb the son of Jephunneh. Of the tribe of the sons of Simeon, Samuel the son of Amihud. Of the tribe of Benjamin, Elidad the son of Chislon. And of the tribe of the sons of Dan, a leader, Buki the son of Jogli. Of the sons of Joseph, of the tribe of the sons of Manasseh, a leader, Haniel the son of Ephod. Of the tribe of the sons of Ephraim, a leader, Kemuel the son of Shiftan. Of the tribe of the sons of Zebulun, a leader, Elizaphan the son of Parnach. Of the tribe of the sons of Issachar, a leader, Paltiel the son of Azan. Of the tribe of the sons of Asher, a leader, Ahud the son of Shelemi. Of the tribe of the sons of Naphtali, a leader, Pedahel the son of Ammihud. These are the ones whom the Lord commanded to apportion the inheritance of the sons of Israel in the land of Canaan. Numbers 35. Now the Lord spoke to Moses in the plains of Moab by the Jordan opposite Jericho, saying, Command the sons of Israel that they give the Levites from the inheritance of their possession cities to live in. And you shall give to the Levites pasture lands around the cities. The cities shall be theirs to live in, and their pasture lands shall be for their cattle and for their equipment and for all other animals. The pasture lands of the cities which you are to give to the Levites shall extend from the wall of the city outward 1,000 cubits around. You shall also measure outside the city on the east side 2,000 cubits, on the south side 2,000 cubits, on the west 2,000 cubits, and on the north 2,000 cubits, with the city in the center. This shall become theirs as pasture lands for the cities. The cities which you shall give to the Levites shall be the 6 cities of refuge, which you shall provide for the one who commits manslaughter to flee to. And in addition to them you shall give 42 cities. The total number of the cities which you are to give to the Levites shall be 48 cities, together with their pasture lands. As for the cities which you shall give them from the possession of the sons of Israel, You shall take more from the larger, and you shall take fewer from the smaller. Each shall give some of his cities to the Levites in proportion to his inheritance which he possesses. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the sons of Israel, and say to them, When you cross the Jordan into the land of Canaan, then you shall select for yourselves cities to be your cities of refuge, so that the one who commits manslaughter by killing a person unintentionally may flee there. The city shall serve you as a refuge from the avenger, so that the one who commits manslaughter does not die until he stands before the congregation for trial. So the cities which you are to provide shall be 6 cities of refuge for you. You shall provide 3 cities across the Jordan and 3 cities in the land of Canaan. They are to be cities of refuge. These 6 cities shall be a refuge for the sons of Israel, for the stranger, and for the foreign resident among you, so that anyone who kills a person unintentionally may flee there. But if he struck him with an iron object so that he died, he is a murderer. The murderer must be put to death. And if he struck him with a stone in the hand, by which he would die, and as a result he did die, he is a murderer. The murderer must be put to death. Or if he struck him with a wooden object in the hand, by which he would die, and as a result he did die, he is a murderer. The murderer must be put to death. The blood avenger himself shall put the murderer to death. He himself shall put him to death when he meets him. Now if he punished him in hatred, or he threw something at him with malicious intent, and as a result he died, or if he struck him with his hand with hostility, and as a result he died, the one who struck him must be put to death. He is a murderer. The blood avenger shall put the murderer to death when he meets him. But if he pushes him suddenly without hostility, or threw any object at him without malicious intent, or had any deadly stone, and without looking he dropped it on him so that he died, while he was not his enemy, nor was he seeking to harm him, then the congregation shall judge between the one who fatally struck the victim and the blood avenger in accordance with these ordinances. And the congregation shall save the one who committed manslaughter from the land of the blood avenger, and the congregation shall return him to his city of refuge to which he fled, and he shall live in it until the death of the high priest who was anointed with the holy oil. But if at any time he goes beyond the border of his city to refuge to which he flees, and the blood avenger finds him outside the border of his city of refuge, and the blood avenger kills him, he will not be guilty of bloodshed, because he should have remained in his city of refuge until the death of the high priest. But after the death of the high priest, the one who committed manslaughter may return to the land of his property. These things shall be a statutory ordinance for you throughout your generations in all your dwelling places. If anyone kills a person, the murderer shall be put to death on the testimony of witnesses, but no person shall be put to death on the testimony of only one witness. Moreover, you shall not accept a ransom for life of a murderer who is condemned to death, but he must be put to death. And you shall not accept a ransom for one who has fled to his city of refuge, so that he may return to live in the land before the death of the priest. So he shall not defile the land in which you live, for blood defiles the land, and no atonement can be made for the land for the blood that is shed on it, except by the blood of the one who shed it. So you shall not defile the land in which you live, in the midst of which I dwell, for I am the Lord, dwelling in the midst of the sons of Israel. 36, last chapter. Now the heads of the fathers' households of the family of the sons of Gilead, the son of Machir, the son of Manasseh, of the families of the sons of Joseph, came forward and spoke before Moses and before the leaders, the heads of the fathers' households of the sons of Israel. And they said, The Lord commanded my Lord to give the land by lot to the sons of Israel as an inheritance. And my Lord was commanded by the Lord to give the inheritance of our brother Zelophehad to his daughters. But if they marry one of the sons of the other tribes of the sons of Israel, their inheritance will be withdrawn from the inheritance of our fathers, and will be added to the inheritance of the tribe to which they belong. So it will be withdrawn from the allotted inheritance. And when the Jubilee of the sons of Israel takes place, then the inheritance will be added to the inheritance of the tribe to which they belong. So the inheritance will be withdrawn from the inheritance of the tribe of our fathers. Then Moses commanded the sons of Israel, in according with the word of the Lord, saying, The tribe of the sons of Joseph is right in its statements. This is what the Lord commanded regarding the daughters of Zelophehad, saying, Let them marry whomever they wish, Only they must marry within the family of the tribe of their father. So inheritance of the sons of Israel will be transferred from tribe to tribe. For the sons of Israel shall each retain possession of the inheritance of the tribe of his fathers. And every daughter who comes into possession of an inheritance of any tribe of the sons of Israel shall marry one of the family of the tribe of her father, so that the sons of Israel may each possess the inheritance of his fathers. So no inheritance shall be transferred from one tribe to another tribe. For the tribes of the sons of Israel shall each retain possession of its own inheritance. Just as the Lord had commanded Moses, so the daughters of Zelophehad did. Malal, Tirzah, Hoglah, Milcah, and Noah, the daughters of Zelophehad, married their uncles' sons. They married those from the families of the sons of Manasseh, the son of Joseph, and their inheritance remained with the tribe of the family of their father. These are the commandments and ordinances which the Lord commanded to the sons of Israel through Moses in the plains of Moab by the Jordan opposite Jericho. Deuteronomy is next. Deuteronomy is real good stuff. See you there.